to or welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here and I'm so glad you clicked on. Today we're doing a readathon, but not a 24-hour one. I'm just going to try and read all day, basically from 8 this morning to 8 at night. But we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the books that I'm currently reading. First, we'll talk about my audiobooks that I have. I have In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune on audio, and I want to get a bit farther into this to see if I actually am enjoying it, because the spot where I'm at right now, I'm not loving it. So I definitely want to continue with it, see if maybe it'll pick up. So I'm also listening to Crystal Crowned, which is the final book in the Air Awakened series, and those are always really fast reads, so I may pick that up later today. I'm not very far into that either. I think I'm like 10% in, but then on my Kindle, I'm actually reading A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I randomly started this and it's actually super intriguing, so I'm interested to see where the story goes. I think I'm only on page like 20 something, so. And then a really big goal of mine is to make a very large dent in Into the Dark. I have been reading this book for, I started it in February. Is that 3 months? No, that's 2 months, right?
It's 2, yeah. I don't know when you started.
I started this in February and I'm only on page 318. I mean, this is a chunkier book, but there's literally zero reason for it to be taking me this long. There is like 700 pages in this book, so hopefully I'll finish this today. I can read 400 pages. I just like, do I want to be in pain? So I have this. I want to make a good decent dent in it, maybe read like 200 pages of it today at least. I'm also reading Queen of Shadows, but Andrew's also reading it right now. I think that's all I'm currently reading, so I don't think I'll start the book that I want to, but the book I wanted to start is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. It's her new book release. I think it was released on the 9th, if I'm correct. It is Friday the 12th right now. Maybe if I get a good chunk through all of these books, I'll start that later tonight. We'll see what the vibe is. I just really want to read Wild Love. I could just wait until I finish the books that I'm reading right now and then start it. That would be the smartest choice. I just love to start books and then finish them so long later. But anyways, I'm gonna crack open an Alani, eat some breakfast, and then I'm gonna get to reading. I have a lot of household things that I need to get done today, so I'll definitely be listening to my audiobooks during it then. But I think I'm either gonna start out with one of these. I kind of want to read on my Kindle, but this could be fun to read because I could just like lay it flat. It's a super floppy book, so we'll see. Maybe I'll start with this. Anyways, it's all vibes today. It's all just vibes. The main priority is getting farther into this, and we'll see what the rest of the day takes me. Okay, I don't know if this is in focus or backlit, but the actual goal for this book is to get to page 454, just so I can have like a realistic goal for this, because I don't think I'll finish it today, especially if I want to read other books. So I'm gonna start picking this up. Andrew's making me breakfast, and yeah, let's get to reading. Hopefully this is in focus. Also, I'm so sorry if you can hear edgers, but they're doing the lawn and they've been doing it for the past like 20 minutes. I tried to do an hour update and it's just gonna keep going. So it is 9:22 right now. Little bit of an update. I am on page 389 now of Magnolia Parks. Into the Dark. I'm having a wonderful time. Well, not like actually a wonderful time. This book is literally heartbreaking, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm happy to be sitting here and actually like binging this book because I haven't done that yet. I've just been reading it like a couple chapters at a time, which is why it's taken me so long, but I think I'm finally mentally ready to finish the book. So maybe today will be the day. I'm not sure because I did grab Queen of Shadows off of Andrew's nightstand, and I'm on page 93, and he has read so much more than I thought he did. He's on page 234 right now, so I'm supposed to try and get there by tonight before he gets home, so we'll see if that happens. Also last night finished Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and I was reading this in my last reading vlog, so if you were looking for a reading vlog, I ended up not filming one. I was going to include this in this video, but I ended up finishing it last night, so I did just briefly want to talk about this. I'll talk about it more in my reading wrap-up for April, but I loved this book. It had so much depth. The relationship was beautiful. Abby Jimenez writes male main characters so well and gives them so much depth and like meaning. It's like remarkable. Okay, it's getting louder, so maybe I'll come back and talk about this book later, but I gave it a 5 stars. For those of you that are thinking about picking up this book, definitely do it. I'm gonna go back to reading now. I am on page 420. And I hate Magnolia's dad. I hate him. If you've read this book and you got to chapter 52, I think, Magnolia's dad is literally the worst person. It is 9:54 right now. I'm gonna keep reading. Hopefully, I don't know. I could finish this book today. I'll probably come back at like 10:30, 10:45, see where we're at. Yeah. I will come back with an update, but just know I literally despise Magnolia's dad. It's like literally a couple minutes later. I put on an ambiance, but I literally just popped on to say that I do in fact love BJ's mom. She just said something super cute on page 430 in the like, if you've read Magnolia Parks, there's like text messages on like some of the like ends of the chapters between people, and BJ's mom is just like such a sweet person. So if you haven't read Magnolia Parks, a little bit about it. It's a really good series in my eyes, but I can see why people don't like it. But it is a 5-star series for me. It's definitely trauma bonding, definitely gets frustrating and toxic, and there's miscommunication, which are like all tropes that I typically hate, but something about Jessa Hastings and her writing, it's just like beautiful. Like this story is so beautiful to me. But anyways, it follows obviously Magnolia and BJ. We're following their romance story and their lives and everything that they're going through, and we get a lot of background, and this book is like the final Magnolia Parks book. Not the final book in the series, but the final one of Magnolia and BJ. And it is just like deep diving into their mental states and like why they are the way they are, and like what has happened to them, what is still happening to them. And it's just a beautiful story. So if you're thinking about picking up Magnolia Parks, definitely try it. I don't want to say you're gonna love it because you might actually hate it. It is now 10:14 and I am on page 431. Back again. I officially reached page 454 and it is 10:38. So I'm thinking I'm gonna read maybe a couple more pages. Maybe I'll get to page 500 and then I will switch over to an audiobook and get some cleaning and housework done. I wanted to do a bit more of rearranging on my bookcases today because I am planning on filming a bookshelf tour. I just redid my romance shelf. I wanted to do my fantasy bookcase, so I might do that as well today. Do a little bit more reorganizing, just a bit of apartment cleanup. So I'm gonna read to page 500 and then I'll get to doing that. I'll probably read until 11:30 and then I'll get to doing some work. I'm definitely finishing this book today. I've just been putting it off just literally because I don't want it to end. Alrighty, everybody. Happy to announce that we are finally on to page 500 of Into the Dark. I am absolutely loving this book. I've definitely gotten to a harder topic to read about, so I am gonna pause here. It is 11:40 right now. I think I'm gonna pop in an AirPod and listen to an audiobook. I think I want to listen to Crystal Crowned, part of the Air Awakened series. I'm going to listen to Crystal Crowned, I'll probably start with the kitchen and then move on to the living area. I do need to do the floors today and vacuum and mop, so those are things I'm gonna do. I have 6 hours and 16 minutes left. I'm on chapter 3 of Crystal Crowned, so we'll see how much farther I get. I will be back with an update a little bit later. It is now 1:22, so I actually can't do math, so I don't know how long we're in, but I'm on page 99, chapter 10 of Crystal Crowned, and I'm enjoying it. It's really fun to listen to. So that means I'm like 28% of the way done. I did just make myself a pizza for lunch. I'm gonna keep listening while I eat, but I think I'm gonna switch to a physical book pretty soon. I did finish organizing my bookcase, so I'll definitely be having my bookshelf tour be going up pretty soon. I don't exactly know when, but it'll be fun nonetheless to put up. I'll probably film it honestly next week. All right, I am back. Little update. I'm gonna stop listening to the audiobook and get back to reading my physical book, but I got to page 163 of Crystal Crowned, so I'm 43% done with it. It is, what time is it? It is 2:35, so I think I'm gonna jump back into Magnolia Parks for a little bit. I don't know what time Andrew's gonna be home, but we're gonna cook dinner tonight, probably around like 5:30 or 6. I will pick up with you guys once I'm a little bit farther into the Dark. I am currently on page 500, so let's see how far I can get. Anyways, I have news that is not related to the book that I'm reading, but it is bookish mail. I got the Ballad of Never After in the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition paperback, and I'm so obsessed with it. I love that it's a light purple. It's gorgeous, and she also added like annotations to the last like 2 chapters of the book, which go absolutely crazy. If you've read this, you know, but definitely stay tuned and watch for my bookshelf tour to come up, because I'm going to go in depth with all of these special edition copies of books that I own, so that'll be super fun. But I'm really happy that I have this in my hands, and I'm so excited to look at her annotations and notes on the last couple of chapters, because if you've read this, you know. We're gonna jump right back into reading. I took a little bit of a break because Andrew got home, so We were just chit-chatting, but I am on page 524. Actually, did I even update you guys on my thoughts of Crystal Crown? I think I just told you where I was at. Let's talk about Crystal Crown for a second. I'm really enjoying it. I do feel like the series could have ended on book like 4. I don't know if 5 books was necessary. I feel like there's a lot of repetition happening. I'm not going to say too much, obviously, because it's the 5th and final book in a series. I'm having a good, decent time with it. I do wish that like something more was happening. But yeah, those are my thoughts right now on Crystal Crown. The writing has gotten a lot better through every book. It's just like getting a little bit more boring and repetitive. And I will be back probably at 4:30. We'll see. It's 3:31 right now, so I'm gonna get back to reading. Hi. It's 4:15 now, not too much later. I've kind of been on my phone a little bit, I'll admit, but I'm on page 557. And chapter 66 was so good. I'm getting a wee bit tired. You know what? On second thought, maybe I'm okay with not getting Daisy's book. I just read chapter 68. This is literally like a couple minutes later. I don't know what time it is. It's literally 4:40. Daisy's book is probably going to be the most heartbreaking book. I'm making a lot of headway though. I'm on page 574 right now. Alright, we're officially under 100 pages, and I just want to know what's going to happen. I would like to know what's going to happen right now. I don't have the patience. But it's 5:19. I'm on page 610. So I'm definitely going to be finishing this up pretty soon. I'm really scared. Andrew doesn't even know. He's sitting over there without any knowledge about what I'm going through. I'm terrified. This book is literally making me cry. I'm on page 662. I'm not even done. This is the second time I've cried. Hey guys, I'm looking quite a bit funky, so just let's ignore that. I have finished this gorgeous book, and I'm literally so obsessed with it. It's obviously a 5 stars. I cried on 4 separate occasions. The ending was beautifully done, and I feel very at peace with Magnolia and Vijay's love and story and their romance and their life. Oh god. I'm literally so obsessed. If you're thinking about picking the series up, please do it. And if you hate it, literally don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. But just try. Just try, and then if you're obsessed, let me know. If you're not obsessed, don't. No need to say. It is actually 7:47 now. It literally took me all day to finish that book. I read 390 pages of Magnolia Parks. For Air Awakens, I got to page 163. And I think I was on page like 26 or something, maybe? I don't know. But I've read definitely over 100 pages of that book. So I read 490 pages in this readathon. I might keep going and read a bit more. I think I might start Wild Love by Elsie Silver or Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. The thing is that with Wild Love, I do have it on my Kindle, and that could be really fun when going to bed. So I think I'm gonna start Wild Love on my Kindle. In a little bit though. I need a mental little a brain repower, boot up, because this absolutely destroyed me. Hello everybody, it is the next day and I just wanted to come on here and close out the reading vlog from yesterday and talk about the books. I only finished one book, which was Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I rated this 5 stars. It was amazing, made me cry multiple times. Jessa Hastings can do such amazing things with her writing, so I'm really happy that I finished this. I have been reading it for 2 months, so I'm glad I just binged it, sat and read like 400 pages of this yesterday. I did get up to chapter 18, I think, of Air Awakens, and then last night I did say that I was going to start Wild Love, but I ended up not doing that. I started my arc of Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto, who is the author of this book, Forget Me Not, which I enjoyed. I think I gave it like a 3.5. It was a cute romance, so I picked up the arc. I'm 32% in. I'm on chapter 8 on page 91. Those are the books that the book that I finished and the books that I read. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will hopefully see you guys in the next one.